What's up guys, Jake Hershey here. This year's OHLAY Brand Trick of the Year presented by North Scooters and System Distribution was easily the most progressive and gnarliest contest in scooter history. Clocking in over 4,300 entries, this contest was extremely challenging on our judges. With that being said, before we get into the 2020 Trick of the Year winner and our awards, let's take a look back at some of our heaviest hitting and top contenders in the field.
OHLAY, trick of the year, baby!
This contest has been absolutely crazy. It's been a super tough one to judge. We have over 4,300 entries, and with that being said, we're proud to present you the 2020 OHLAY Brand Trick of the Year winners.
We're going to start things off by showcasing the 7 honourable mentions, followed by the People's Champion, and then we'll go on to 2020 Trick of the Year.
And now introducing to you the above scooters Best Ledge Trick of the Year award and $500 cash, going to no other than Tommy Cristiano. 270 heel nose bunt on a ledge. This was a very close call between Tommy and Goldfrey Abadors. Sorry if I butchered that name, But ultimately, we chose Tommy's trick because it was just a trick that was done really quick, solid, stylish. Goldfried's was definitely all of that, but it was just linking a lot of tricks together, which isn't easy to do, but Tommy's was just one thing said and done, and it just blew your mind, whereas Goldfried's, you kind of had to sit there, digest it, take it in, see how crazy it was. But for us, that's why Tommy took it.
And now, I'm proud to present to you the Triad Scooter's best box trick, and it goes to Jack Ward. Jack Ward did a double nothing front scooter, which was absolutely insane. Myself personally, used to try that trick as a joke to see if it would work, and I could never ever get past 1.5, and to see Jack do it over a box was absolutely mind-blowing. So it was between Jack Ward and Bart Oscarbar. Bart Oscarbar did a nothing front 360 body varial, which was another nothing front variation, which we'd never seen before again, besides our Willie, I believe. The reason we chose Jack was because it had never been done before, purely a nothing double front scooter flip. Caught it so perfectly right away, so smooth, it was just absolutely amazing.
And now introducing Aztek Scooter's most creative trick of the year for $500. The winner goes to Jaden Mazur. Honestly, this came out of nowhere. Super steep hubber, and he's gone into whatever you would call it, backside bar slide, and yeah, it was just perfect. Even the distance between like his grips and the ledge was like, you could tell he had to finesse that. Super creative, and again, it was super difficult to judge. We had riders like Sean Williams, John Rays, obviously Juzzy, who are just always going to be up there with being creative in general, but there was that wow factor to Jaden's clip, and he just does it with elegance, man. Like I said, I'm keen to see how that trick evolves over years to come, because it honestly looked perfect. So props to you, Jaden, mate.
This was certainly a tough one, but I'm proud to introduce to you the 2020 River Wheel Co. Best Balance Trick of the Year award and winner of $500 cash, no other than Rumet Salik. This category was a very close call between Rumet Salik and Tommy Christiana. Tommy doing the board slide, drop nose manual, definitely a legit trick. Held that nose manual like it wasn't easy, but Rumet stood out for us just a little bit more because it was more of a surprise. Linking all those combos together with a front flip off a loading dock. I mean, if it was just a manual front flip, definitely Tommy would be taking this, but the fact that he did a bonk whip off of a pole, right to a manual front flip, I mean, overall, not saying one trick's easier than the other, but for us, Rumet's trick stood out a little bit more.
And now we're presenting Scooter Hut Best Quarterpipe Trick of the Year and $500 cash, and that goes to Jack Churchwood. So Jack Churchwood absolutely nailed it with a Stanley Flare to Briar Whip. Me personally, I can't do any of them combinations right there, so to see him do it on a quarterpipe, it looks super difficult enough to do a Stanley Flip, let alone to do a Stanley Flare and then add that Briar Whip. It was a close second between Austin Coates and Byron Mitchell, but the reason we chose Jack is because Jack did something we'd never really seen done before, perfectly done on a quarterpipe, and it was just, you couldn't go past that winner.
And now introducing to you Tilt's Gnarliest Gap Drop of the Year for $500. The winner is Anza Kroger. Probably pronounced that terribly, so apologies, but honestly, a backflip where he travels about 30 foot, probably about 15 foot up in the air at one point, he even clears the ledge. It was just gnarly, mate. It was one of them do or dies, and to be honest, this was the hardest to judge for us personally, because we were clashing heads over some of the entries, especially some of the later entries. We had Brian Noyes with a massive rail hop, which, you know, is obviously incredible, and again, it was a spot where you could see Jaws probably skating that, and you know, like my knees literally were like crumbling just witnessing it. And I think Anza, he just picks it solely based on the speed he was charging at, the height he gets to, the clearance, and managing to get over the ledge as well. And no doubt that would be a trick that holds some legacy at that skate park for sure. So props to you, bro.
And now introducing to you Ethic DTC's Gnarliest Rail Trick of the Year award and winner of $500 cash, going to Lucas DeMeglio. This was another category that was a very close call between two riders. Lucas obviously winning for us, and then the runner-up was Jackson Harrington's wall ride front 50. He was in the lead up until Lucas dropped his clip last minute, but for us, Lucas's trick stood out a little bit more because it was a decent rail that was at a decent height, long, curvy, and then he busted out his signature 3-whip bar, very clean as well, and you know, it's very hard to argue which one was the gnarliest trick of the year, but for us, obviously Lucas takes it.
And now, I couldn't be prouder to present to you the Proto Scooters People's Champion Award and $1,500 cash to none other than the man himself, Matisse Neyrud. Matisse dominated the votes with more than a 600 vote lead. Congratulations, Matisse, you are the absolute man. I could not be any more stoked for you.
Last but not least, I couldn't be more hyped to announce the winner of the North Scooters and System Distribution 2020 OHLAY Brand Trick of the Year, and the grand prize winner of $5,000 is Matisse Neyrud.
To the man himself, Matisse Neyrud.
Not just for us three judges, but probably for every rider out there, Mattis's trick is the best one we've seen all year round.
If you guys haven't seen his back 50 through the kinks, through the redirects, to back sugar, to fakey back 50, to flare out, it absolutely melted me. My jaw hit the floor. I was so mind blown.
It speaks for itself. I mean, he's charging into a 50, 3 different redirects, and then from the fakey 50 slide to the flare is literally perfect. I mean, again, we'll look back on this in 10 years to come, and it's going to be one of them that no one will ever forget.
This hands down goes down in history.
He's always sort of proved that backstreet sort of argument where like you can just do whatever you want and still make it look sick. So huge props to Matisse. Just want to shout out everyone that entered, over 3,500 entries, and obviously people putting their body on the line. To see Scootering progress the way it does daily is incredible, and obviously for OHLAY to actually host a competition like this is only going to fuel the fire and continue to make everything excel. So huge props to everyone. Been super difficult to judge, but enjoyed every second, and again I'm keen to see what 2021 brings. So yeah, big respect everyone. Peace.
What a year it's been. 2020 Trick of the Year has gone crazier than I think anyone could have ever imagined. There were 4,300 clips submitted into this contest, a number I cannot even wrap my head around. I mean, it's been so amazing to see. There are riders on every single country, every single continent submitting clips and getting involved with this contest. It's truly been amazing and really pushed the boundaries of scootering, and I couldn't be more proud of that. I want to give a massive thank you to all the sponsors who really supported this event and helped us take it to the next level and really push the boundaries for scootering. And I need to give a massive thank you to all of the judges, Max, Dan, and Danny, for taking so much time to go through all these entries and ensure the right winners were chosen. Thank you all for participating, getting involved, and supporting the event. Let's bring it back bigger than ever in 2021. Peace.